Yes, welcome into day 4 within our first week of this 90-day blitz for how I was able to get out of $120,000 of debt, how I was able to retire my husband, how we were able to move into this brand new home built and paid for because of everything that you're learning inside of this playlist. Yes, it comes from mindset. Yes, it comes from you being able to work into your creative factor, you being able to understand who the freak you are and what you're capable of. On day 4, we're going to be talking about something specific that's going to include homework. So be sure to stay to the very end so that you can understand exactly what to do. And as we quickly recap what we've done for the first few days inside of our lesson 1 for this week. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, if you haven't rung the bell yet, be sure to do that so that you're notified instantly for any single time I post inside of this playlist, especially if you're looking for that next level, that influx of energy, you being able to attract what you want, when you want, at the time you want, just because you want to. I want you to have that magic. I want you to have that vibe. I want you to be in the know for every single time you have another lesson, another mindset concept, a hack, a shortcut into creating the life that you want. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as soon as you find value from this video, as you've heard me say many times before, please drop a like and a comment. If you have a question, feel free to drop it below. I'd love to hear from you. Now, inside of this lesson for day 4, I specifically shared a moment ago that you're going to have homework. The homework I'm going to drop right now for you, and then I'm going to explain it. I want you to make a list and treat it like a shopping cart. Not the shopping cart that you do when you go to the store and you're like, okay, I need tomatoes and I need sauce and I need ranch and I need to go get this and that for dinner. Not like that. I want you to make a shopping list for all the things that you want in your life. I want you to encompass finances. I want you to encompass relationships. I want you to focus on your health, your exercise, who you are, and how you show up. I want you to have no filter. Okay. The shopping list, yes, you can just, take take a notebook, take pen to paper, no filter. I don't want you thinking like, okay, she said C-type goal on that day. So what's my C-type goal? Oh, da, da, da. I don't want you to have a filter. I want you to write down whatever comes to mind. I don't care if it in one sentence says, I want a house with 7 bathrooms, and in your head, you only need 3 bathrooms. I don't care if it's, I want a Lamborghini and a Corvette. I don't care if it's, I want to make $50,000 a day. Whatever comes to mind, write it down. Because when you create a shopping list and you go after the things that you want, not to say that you actually are desiring all of that, but when you allow yourself to not be filtered in the things that you desire, you allow your vibration to rise, you allow like minded things to then be attracted to you right then in that moment. And as you stay in that vibration, as you stay in that uplift, you're able to help people do the same. It's a contagious energy. You've heard it before. Oh, don't dim your light. Don't be afraid to shine your light, right? Exactly. I don't want you to be afraid to step into this shopping list and say, these are the things I want, and I have no filter, and I am okay with that. I want you to accept the fact that you know you want more. You know you don't want to be in the same. You know that you want to take people along with you, right? Zig Ziglar said it the best. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Write that down if you're a note taker. Zig Ziglar is the man. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And when you step into your power, you embrace who you are. You build bigger and better fantasies simply based on what you want. You don't have the rhyme or the reason or the logic to it. You just want it. You allow others to accept the fact that they can do the same. So it's contagious energy. Okay. If you're good with the contagious energies, put the word energy below this video right now. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. So when you're building this shopping list, I want you to encompass the 3 majors: finances, so money, wealth, whatever you want to call it; health, so exercise, your longevity, how you sleep, how you feel, what you eat, anything like that; and relationships, whether that be your significant other, a spouse, a relative, your aunt, your uncle, your dog, your sister, whoever. Relationships, friendships, coworkers, any type of relationship and bond that you have, I want you to write that down. The trick is, I want you to time yourself writing this shopping list for 17 minutes. Literally take out your phone or put it on the microwave or whatever. Time yourself for 17 minutes. The reason it's 17 minutes is because around minute 9, maybe even around minute 7, you're not going to know what to write. And then is when you're going to be inspired, where you're going to have to dig deeper than a typical, I want to make $50,000 a month. I want a good relationship with my husband. I want to be more patient with my kids. Then and only then, say around 7 to 9 minutes, as you're timing yourself, you're going to have another, say, 8 minutes where you have to dig deep. You have to be answering the question, why? Why does that matter? Why does 50,000 mean a lot to me? Well, 50,000 could fill in the blank. Buy this, have that, have this type of freedom. What does that freedom look like? It's not you just writing down, I want freedom. Everyone and their dog wants freedom. But why for you does that matter? Dissect it. Keep asking why. Be the 2-year-old who's like, but why? But why? But why? Then and only then will you actually get to the root of what you actually desire. Then and only then will you allow your mind to wander beyond what it's done before. And then and only then can you actually be in a vibration that can attract like-minded things, that allows you to step into the inspiration, allows you, gives you permission and acceptance to be more, to have more, to do more. I want that for you. And I want you to create the shopping list as soon as your schedule allows. If that's today, if that's right after watching this video, that's tonight after work, whenever works for you, do it. That is your homework. And almost the wrap up of this week for our first encompassment of you having goals, you knowing how to structure them, knowing what inspires you, and also having no filter when it comes to what you desire. Because as I've said many times before, inside of this entire week, inside of this lesson, what you desire desires you too. The things that you want you too. You just need to accept the fact that you can have it, that you can be it, that you can go do it, right? You're willing and able. You know how to build bigger and better fantasies. You know how to turn the theory into a fact. You know how to get emotionally involved with the idea that you can and will attain the thing. Whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's being able to travel, it's getting out of debt, it's buying the house, it's getting the car, it's whatever. I want you to have no filter. Time yourself for 17 minutes. Write you down a shopping list. Have no filter. Whatever comes to mind, write it down. And then reflect on all the things that you now get to be in order to attain those things. Because as I said, I think on the overview, or maybe even lesson 1, day 1, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Because everything that we now have physically, this mic, this ring, the lipstick, anything that you see, this house, everything, the color of the wall, all of that was once an idea. We thought it in a picture. We persisted in that picture. We then made it into the physical form because we were willing and able to do it. And I want the same for you, for your shopping list. So time yourself for 17 minutes, have no filter. Encompass the 3 majors of health, wealth, and relationships. Go beyond what's normal to write down. Ask yourself why and see how you feel. Because remember, feeling is the secret. We'll see you on the next day with Grace, Kirsty.